Well, boom. Okay, so this is the latest Magic the Gathering set, which is like a trading card game. It's the most popular, it's the most famous, it's the most oldest trading card game ever. And they've done a crossover with Dungeons and Dragons, which is like Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm gonna open this. So let's get the cellophane off because it's quite come on now. That's better. We can see it better now. Okay, so this is... Okay, there we go. Whoa, boom. Okay, this is called Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. And the Forgotten Realms is the world that is Dungeons and Dragons is set in. It used to be set in Greyhawk, which was made by Gygax, who's one of the original creators. But due to reasons, it's not in that anymore. So the Forgotten Realms is what it is now. So one of Gary Gygax's original characters is Acererak. This is Acererak, right? And I really like him. He is like the dungeon master to end all dungeon masters, you know what I mean? He sort of exemplifies what a dungeon master is. So I feel like he's my favorite character because so even though he's not technically part of the Forgotten Realms because he's part of Gary Gygax's design, I think he's actually in this set anyway because he's still part of the history of the game. So, yes. So let's go. So let's see what we get in this, right? So let's slide this off. Okay. Oh, we get this nice box. Look at that. It says Dungeons and Dragons on it. And it's got a cool looking sort of design. Sort of dragon-y design. That's cool. And we also get this. You always get these random... It's just a random... box. It's just an empty box, but it's cool. You can put things in it. Okay, so we got that. There's also this. Look at this. It's a giant card. I've not seen that before. Let's get to that in a minute because this thing is a thing. Embark on a new quest. Ooh, Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Oh, that's cool and weird, ugly thing. Alright, so we got these giant cards, which is funny. Look how big they are. If you've not seen the original cards, there's no perspective there. So they've designed a new type of card here. It's like a dungeon card, and it looks like the way it works is you start and then you gain a power, and then you can choose a room and go all the way through to the dungeon. That's pretty cool. We've got 3 dungeon cards. Well, that's pretty cool. So there we go. We also need to open the inside of this as well. So give a second. It's glued at the bottom here with a small amount of glue. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Can you see that? It's like a thing. That's cool. So they've used the 5 colors of Magic the Gathering, which is light, dark, water, fire, and grass. They've used the 5 colors, but they've made a kind of a thing. Also, I'm glad they did it this way, because that's the way you'd have a Dungeon Master screen, because sometimes they do it long ways, but like that. Because you've probably seen Dungeon Masters sat behind their Dungeon Master screen, and it's sort of like this. I've got my cards, and I've got my... Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. That's interesting, isn't it? Okay, so that's cool. We got that. Got our giant cards. And now we've got the main thing here. Yeah, it's really sturdy box as well. So let's just take the lid off. Ooh, okay, what do we got inside? Okay, so you get this little tray. You get a lot of stuff, basically. This little tray, and inside this tray, oh my, look at this dice. Look, it's got like a dragon on it. That's really cool. And the color of it is like, they've gone for a retro red sort of color, which is sort of, but it's also kind of transparent as well and kind of pinkish, which is really interesting. Let's just have a look at the boosters first, because the boosters contain, ooh, okay. So we've got, okay, so I think this guy is called Drizzt or something. He's from the Forgotten Realms. I'm actually not a huge fan of the Forgotten Realms. I just kind of make up my own stories for Dungeons and Dragons, but yeah, so that's that guy. He's a dark elf guy. Oh, they're all him. They're all him. I was not expecting that. Normally they give you 4, And they give you, they give you one of each type. I was not expecting them all to be here. Oh, come on, Drizzt. Well, there we go. We've got that. We'll look at those in a minute. I'll open the booster in a minute. And we've got this is a pack of... Let me open this as well. There's a lot to open, isn't there? Oh, my goodness. Come on, where's the... Come on, where's your thing? Oh, I found it. There's like a ring pull on the front there. So I'm trying to get it off the whole time. Okay. All right. So we've got first of all, we've got a promo card. And this is this is alternate artwork for a card that already exists in the set. So it's a promo card. I think you can see that it's shiny there. And it's a treasure chest, which is pretty cool. So let's look at that. It's quite thick as well. They're not normally this thick, the cards. So that's interesting. Okay, so we actually have to roll a dice. It says sacrifice treasure chest. So we would discard this card and it says roll a d20. So we got a 20-sided dice. So let's roll it and see what we get. We've got an 11. Let's see what it says. Oh. Trapped. You lose 3 life. Well, that was oh no, that's a 1. I'm sorry. 10 to 19. You gain 3 life and draw 3 cards. Yay! Well, that's cool. And we've also got this big pack here of the new lands. And what they've done for the lands, normally this box here is blank, but they've written a little story because they wanted to make it feel like how it feels when if you play the game, your dungeon master will describe the scene for you. So we've got some nice pictures here. So let's have a little look. Let's pick one. Let's see what this one says. Venturing beneath the desert sands, you've discovered an alien power pulsing with inconceivable energy. In a crystal-studded waters far below the surface, you've discovered an incubating egg of mysterious origin. So we've got... Oh, there's a... look at that. And, yeah, this is pretty cool. Here's the swamps. Swampy ones. Oh, look at this. What's this? What is that? Oh, it's like a ruin. You expected to meet hostile drow in this ancient ruin, but they fled long ago. What darkness could have driven them out? The drow are the dark owls, like the guy on the pack. Okay. And then, once we've gone through all the shiny... Ooh, look. I think green is probably my favorite color, to be honest. I don't know why. They're just look at the... It just looks more evocative, I guess, for some reason. Okay. And then we've also got non-shiny variants of the same card. So that's cool. We've got all of that. So now let's open up a booster pack. Normally what I'd do is I'd pick one with a nice artwork, but they're all the same, so I just pick one at random. So this one. Let's go. Watch me struggle now. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got my finger in. Okay. Alright, let's go. Woo! So yeah, anyway, before we start, I'm hoping to get Acererak. I'm hoping to get him that I mentioned a minute ago because I think the back card is an advertisement card. So yeah, okay, this is a I don't know what that is. Spider. Ugh, what a horrible thing to start with. And look at that, it's attacking a horse. Oh, that's horrible. Put that in there. I don't want that. Okay, here goes. Alright, Potion of Healing. That's quite a famous Dungeons & Dragons thing, Potion of Healing. It's pretty cool. What else? Secret door. Yeah, finding a secret door, that's what you do, innit? You always find a secret door. Okay. Jaded Cell Sword. He looks bored, doesn't he? He does. Okay, well, interesting. He's a dragon person. Compelled Duel. Yeah, I think that is a spell where you make someone duel you, which is a funny thing, isn't it? Look at him. Ooh, horrible things. He's like, oh, look at his tongue sticking out. No, thank you. +2 mace. I like that. I like that they still refer to it as because that's how it was referred to back in the day. But it doesn't. I just like how they refer to it like that. That's pretty cool. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, which is quite funny. Okay, cool. You see a guard approach. That's a funny name for a card. That's interesting. Spare dagger. That's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting. Dire wolf prowler. That's interesting. Large as horses, dire wolves must hunt often to satisfy their ravenous hunger. A mere human does little more than blunt their appetite. Oh dear. Okay. Yuan-Ti Fangblade. Ooh, okay. It's kind of a snake person, if you like that sort of thing. Oh, look, it says here, whenever it deals combat damage to a player, venture into the dungeon, enter the first room, or advance to the next room, because we got our giant, you can see how massive it is now. We got our dungeon cards. So, cool. Next. Ooh. Well, I guess she's some kind of character that we're supposed to know. I like how the powers have like little names and stuff. Bewitching Whispers and Whispers of the Grave. Like they don't normally put the names of things, but okay, cool. Now what? Battle Cry Goblin. Ooh, well, goblins. Not a fan of goblins. Okay, now what? Black Dragon. That's quite cool, actually. It's quite cool. Black Dragon, Acid Breath. Are we going to have a rare? Ooh, we've got a rare. What is it? Vorpal Sword. Oh, that's a very famous Dungeons & Dragons weapon. Obviously, it originates from the Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll, I believe, because he cut off the Jabberwocky's head with the Vorpal Sword, but it's a very famous Dungeons & Dragons weapon as well, so... Bit of an ugly picture, but it's pretty cool. And... a forest. A nice forest. Just happily sat there. Okay, cool. Well, that was fun. I'm actually tempted to open another booster pack because I think I did quite good there. I think if I open one more, I don't normally open them so hastily. I normally just open like one card a day or something like that. That's how I like to enjoy it. But I think if we open one more, I think that'd be really good to just have a look at some more stuff. Okay. So I've decided to go for a Drizzt pack because, you know, I thought I'd change it up a bit. Oh, he's stopping me getting in it now because I'm taking the piss out of him. Alright, we got another secret door. I like these artifacts. This is an artifact. Artifacts used to just be colorless in the game, but recently they started to make artifacts with a color. So this is a blue artifact, and they used to just be completely colorless. So I for some reason, I just seem to like, I like artifact cards because they tend to be more like items than people. But also, I like that they have a color because it really adds to the theme of them. So I think that's really cool too. What's this? Oh, we got a... Ooh! Ooh, look at that! Farida's Fireball. That's interesting. I don't know who Farida is. Fireball is, of course, a very classic, very famous Dungeons & Dragons spell. So I wonder what I wonder what the difference is, if it not being just a fireball spell. But that's interesting card there. Elterguard Ranger. Okay, whatever. Oh, Zombie Ogre. Oh, he's so fat and ugly. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Moving on. Gloomstalker. Look at him. He's funny. He looks like Hagrid. Anyway, let's move on. Scion of Stiblia. Yeah. See, that's a really cool effect and a really cool lighting, but they kind of look a bit weird. Okay, what else? Ooh, look at this. There's a Pegasus. That's nice. Is that nice? That's nice. That person clinging to them, though, they're pretty massive, aren't they? Pixie Guide. That guy does look confused, doesn't he? He doesn't know what's going on. Okay. Steadfast paladin. Okay. Kick in the door. That's a famous thing that you do. Kick a door in. Cool. Ooh! Oh, it's a robot. You see, stalactites grow down from the ceiling, while stalagmites reach... Yeah, that's quite funny. Oh my. Skullport merchant. I would not buy anything from that person. I would not spend any. Buy something or get out. Ooh, what? It's like, what is this? It's an alternate art. They've drawn it like it's an old yeah, because in the original Dungeons and Dragons all the artwork was just pen and ink. So they've done it in a pen and ink kind of way. Well, that's interesting. Purple worm. Okay. Probably saved us from seeing a really ugly 3D rendered image, didn't it? Ooh, it's Oswald Fiddlebender, everybody's favourite character. Oswald Fiddlebender. Oh my goodness, who is he? He's a gnome. Wow, thanks, Oswald Fiddlebender. But it is in the old art style, so maybe he's rare. We don't know. And an island. Oh, we didn't get a Acererak then. That would have been cool, wouldn't it? Maybe in the other boosters. Okay, yay! Ta-da! Okay, so I hope that was a good unboxing. And yeah, let's open our treasure chest again. Where's the treasure chest? Anybody know? I've lost my treasure. Ooh. Okay, I got my treasure chest. I saw shiny. Alright, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna roll the dice. I got a 19. Oh, so close to a 20. Let's actually read the 20 because it's probably thematic. Search your library as your deck of cards, right? Search your library for a card. If it's an artifact, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put that card into your hand, then shuffle. So basically, an item that you want from your deck can come out of the treasure chest. But also, I kind of think it's funny that a person or a creature could come out of the treasure chest as well, but they just don't get put straight onto the battlefield. It is quite powerful to be able to put something immediately onto the battlefield because normally you'd have to pay for it. Okay, so I'll leave you with a story from one of these. So let's pick one at random, shall we? I'm going to pick this one. Okay, I'll read this to you. As you make camp near the ancient ruin, you hear the sound of drums echoing in the halls where no dwarf has lived in generations. Okay.